it was a rough weekend. I mean, there's really no way to spin that or sugarcoat it. And there were some good things. We're still learning about the guys, but there's no moral victories when you open with conference. We got to win baseball games, and we weren't able to do that, and didn't win ball games when we should have. 6-run lead, 11-run lead, and to not be able to hang on to that with the bullpen, that's infuriating. It's one of those things we've got to get figured out in a hurry. So yeah, it was a rough weekend.
Yeah, when you look at it, starting pitching wise, all 3 games, it seemed like you were really strong. It was just that middle bullpen that kind of, even in the game you won, kind of started to lapse.
Again, silver linings, but I don't want to sit up here and again start looking for moral victories, but one of the silver linings was the starting pitching. I thought we got 3 pretty solid starts. 3 guys that went out and gave the ball to the bullpen with a chance to win baseball games. And so that's all you can ask out of the starters. I'll take those starts out of those guys every day. Brumman needs to cut down on the walks a little bit, but I thought he looked really good. And then Friday start and Sunday start, couldn't ask for any better.
I know you said you guys gave up a huge lead yesterday, but the fact that you're also able to get, big runs on the board, you kind of have to look at that as maybe
another one of those silver linings. Yeah, listen, to have an 11-run lead on a team like St. Edwards, who guys, that's a really good ball club. So to be able to have that kind of lead, yeah, you got to be doing something right.
So how do you put the pieces together for the next series?
We're still the unknown. Honestly, that's kind of the part we've got to get figured out right now. I still, even after this weekend, feel like we have the pieces out of our bullpen. It's just a matter of figuring out where those pieces fit.
Speaking of the next series, UT Dallas, a new team to the conference. You're on the road there. Have you guys ever played there before?
No. Never played there and really don't know a whole lot about them. And because they've backed their series up with Oklahoma Christian, they've only played 1 game so far this weekend. They played yesterday, and now they're playing a doubleheader today, started it a few minutes ago. So as soon as I leave here, I'll go over and start watching them. So there's a lot of unknowns there right now, but we'll try to get them figured out the best we can going into Friday.
Is that one where you don't know a lot, so you just focus on you and what you guys do?
To an extent, hopefully we can learn as much as we possibly can from watching their games today, going back and watching that game from yesterday and figuring out a little bit on them. But yeah, a lot of it's more about what we're doing than what they're doing.
As far as the team goes, this is the first time we're getting to talk to you this year. We want to know a little bit more about this team. Who are the key guys that were returning, and what is this new class look like?
There's so many unknowns right now, guys. Our starting lineup on Friday to start the season, there was not a single guy in that lineup that was in our starting lineup to finish the year last year. No one. They're all brand new. So that is one of the and not to sit up here and harp on it too much, but it is one of the reasons a lot of the baseball guys in this league don't like the 50-game conference schedules, because that was a huge weekend this weekend against a really important team, and we have no idea who we are yet. And it's going to take a few weeks to figure out who we are. So we're trying to figure out what pieces of the puzzle to put where in games that are going to have a huge impact when it comes time for regional tournament bids and all that at the end of the year. So we're still trying to figure out who we are, playing incredibly important games. So
you kind of touched on it there, 50-game schedule, all of them within the conference. So there's no off days, no off weekends. Every game just as important as the last.
Absolutely. And again, while I sit here and talk about trying to figure out the pieces of the puzzle and where to put them, there's nobody's going to feel sorry for us. The next weekend is going to be just as big as this weekend is. So we got to get it figured out throughout the week.